Hey everybody, Yazzie TCG here, trying something new on the channel. On TikTok, I used to do local recap, but I really wanted to expand on the concept. Due to the nature of how I made those TikToks, I would just talk about my deck in the beginning and do little round recaps at the end of each round. But I was upset at the fact that I wasn't able to include any footage from the actual game because I didn't want to take my focus away from said game to just clip farm. I do actually wanted to try to be, good at this game and, win, get above like third place at locals every once in a while. So after investing in a tripod, I was actually able to record some of the games I had last Sunday at my locals. And that's the video I'm bringing you today. Since the first round of my locals was against my good buddy, and the game kind of relatively went quick. Game one, we'll just have the natural audio, so apologies if the audio sounds like complete doo-doo caca. But it happened so fast, and truly after watching back the footage, I do not think the audio is actually doo-doo caca. I think it was actually not the worst. Mostly, I say this because normally our locals is pretty kind of quiet on... Not entirely quiet, but they did have a double event, so it was like Pokemon and Magic. I think like a Final Fantasy set released during... or they were having some Final Fantasy something for Magic the Gathering. I don't quite remember. So the second game will have post-commentary, but the first will not. I do have some other games. Those actually did kind of go the full round, so we'll see. But if you guys want to see more content like this, more tabletop, more of that stuff, let me know in the comment section below and do all that other YouTube stuff. Apparently, according to my analytics, 80% of you motherfuckers who watch me aren't subscribed. What are you doing? That's why you keep breaking in your games, honestly. It's not live shuffling, it's because you're not subbed to Yazzie TCG. That being said, let's get into the games.
Make sure I've got it fully off.
Alright, I'm gonna go heads, because it always shreds.
If you wanted to play some Rocket Dog.
I'm gonna go first.
I failed.
Alright, already touched your day, you got mine?
No, I mean, we can just do it against the camera.
Sure. So, waving at the camera.
Yeah, why not?
It really reveals nothing.
7.
And we'll reveal ourselves 7.
Hopefully it's not blissy.
Oh, if it's not blissy. You got a mulligan, dude? I hope you do. No offense.
Hey, we evened out.
You got a mulligan. You want to show the camera?
I'll show space.
You gotta show me if you want a mulligan.
Yeah, no.
Oh, you don't got a mulligan?
No.
Oh, damn.
Might as well. Might as well, can I mulligan? If I show you my hand, can I mulligan? We were just talking about that last week.
Can I just like hit, I mean,
Get a gentleman's mulligan.
we really do though, we really do.
This is
Okay, so yeah, so you're good, you don't got a mulligan.
this is a pink Kona ass hand.
It's okay, bro.
Oh no, it ain't.
We'll go play Balatro.
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 I don't know.
Ready?
Where you going?
Okay, so are we ready to play? Does somebody have a timer? Does
Spencer,
somebody
does he want to go first or second with this deck?
So, at first it really doesn't matter, but if you get to choose, you want to go second.
I got you.
You want that supporter.
So I'm just going to give you choice. You can have second. Because anyway, I need to go second.
I'll get a timer going.
Alright, so I'll go first.
That's really sad. I have to get
What is the timer? It's going to be a
50. Best of 3.
Alright.
Where's our good boy Nick? What's he doing?
He had some issues that he didn't feel safe leaving the house.
Oh, fair enough. Alright, are we ready to start? Raise the flag, Pokemon trainers.
Are we all set up? Other than me?
Yeah.
My bad. Ready, and start.
Raise the flag.
Yeah,
Bam! No bad, dude. Look at him. Isn't he a cutie patootie? Draw for turn.
my hand is
Stadium down.
look at that.
Ultra Ball. It's gonna suck anyway. But we'll get rid of.
I'm going to start with Bug Catching 7. Look at my top 7.
Bless you.
Damn, throwing pop out away that early.
If you know what's in my hand, then you.
I mean,
Hey, did you know that this card is a 2024 Trainer's Toolkit? Did you know?
glad that I know.
Are like offset here. We're
Oh.
actually like in a Pokemon battle.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's kind of cute. That's cute.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good game for me.
You can cut, because I'm not going to go back in the traditional sense.
Start off like Buddy Buddy. And this will reveal
I'm going to attach both.
everything.
Yep. I'm going to squawk and sneeze. Or I mean, activate research. It's 6 with Squawkabilly, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
To Marvin.
Let's just, I love this deck. Double nest ball, baby.
Crazy.
Me when I'm nest balling.
We're going to grab a Gravy Charm and a Nest Ball. We're going to play the Nest Ball. We're going to search for Monkey Dory.
You got that motor?
The mochi, you mean the tool? I might. Or I might not.
If I don't get something to next turn, it's over for me.
Does anybody happen to have an extra mat with them?
I stopped bringing extra mats.
No worries.
Backpack right down there.
Yeah, I mean,
These are stickier than I thought that they would be cards.
My regional, I don't know one's on.
Yeah, buddy. I'll come for you.
you're not ready, bro.
Jesus.
Stamps Carmine, by the way, got that last week.
Attach.
That is wild, dude.
It is, so that's your cards. That's a part of it.
And then we will go ahead and...
Okay, so Poison Powder, both of our guys. Latias gives Noibat free retreat. So you take 8 damage, I believe, because it's 6 plus 2. And I will pass the turn with that.
You know,
We're just going game 2? What are we doing?
this guy just stopped turn 1 down to me. Keep watching. Are you watching?
There's no shot.
How did you like her for a teacher?
There you go.
Damn.
There you go. There you go. What was my next card? Research. I would have loved to
Damn.
draw research.
Research actually would have done it. It's okay, Pinky Bear.
I'm chilling, dude. It's fun.
Granted, that's like the 1 in a million where like I draw into like a way to get Squawk plus Nest Ball. What?
Damn.
Yeah, can't be fighting.
What's up?
I'm interested in.
Yeah, that's just Sarah Ledge, dude. That's like the simplest.
I've never seen River with Sarah Ledge.
Really?
Oh, that's how it's mostly played.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can lay down. Yep, you can attack.
I'll stop talking. Distract them.
That's what you're making sure of.
Well, I just want to check. Was there any? Damn, my secret box was prized.
Do you know why she picked this card? I showed her Plus Stars and she's like, oh, that's cute. I picked that.
You know what? You need to tell your mom she chose a war criminal. And alrighty, we're in post-commentary mode, mostly because that, as I said in the beginning of the video, the first game we did walk away with DONK. It was a very nice, successful chain of, Squawk into Carmine into just like seeing everything that we needed for it. Game 2 was an actual full set game, not a full set, but it was very much longer than 3 minutes. Longer than 3 minutes. We do draw our opening 7. And I do believe I lead Noibat. And it's really funny because my buddy here, he starts Iron Bundle, and I was like, again, I just be standing up to check the camera, making sure it's all working. He leads Iron Bundle, and I'm like, haha, look, we almost double let Iron Bundle. Pretty cool. My opponent decides to go first, obviously because they, the possibility of them being DONK is very real because they were running Archaludon without the poison package. It's just like Archaludon, Relicanth, and Revolution as a draw engine. He starts the game off with an Ultra Ball, ditching Metal Energy and Iono to search for the Archaludon. I'm just admiring the art because I'm pretty sure in my deck I'm also playing that same art. I was gonna say I know my last couple of post-recorded videos they have been script. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm just reacting to the footage, like not reacting to the footage, but I'm just like commentating over the footage. It is a little sped up because it was like 20-something minutes. And let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments if you actually want this more post commentary, or if you guys just do not mind watching the game with the sort of questionable audio. I am looking at getting a proper set of mics that I can use when I'm at home, so that the audio quality on the go isn't complete doo-doo-caca. We do get pretty lucky. We do open up double nest ball as I'm just looking through my deck, prize checking, doing all that stuff. we use one of the nest balls to get, obviously, our boy Brute Bonnet. And after looking at my hand, I do believe to get the Pecharunt, get the combo established a little bit. I'm thinking about it a little bit, but I'm like, no, yes, that is the best thing. I decided to go, again, double back in with the Ultra Ball. I just wanted to check if it was in our deck, and I think I ditch the actual Iron Bundle and the energy because I'm like, it's not going to be necessary, and I bench down Squawkabilly because with a deck like this on your first turn, like, I know there's some painful hands to squawk away, but that's like, if that's what your deck is meant to do, I think you should just like let the rip go. I do attach the booster capsule. I think I was going to say, I know I have a Jet Energy in hand. I do believe I attach the Jet Energy to the Pecharunt to move into the active. That's what we were going to do anyway. I didn't really want to bench Latias unless I needed to. And then we squawk into these for an entire brand new hand. Whoever made Squawkabilly, I hate and I love you. I love when I get to use it. I hate when my opponent does all this fuck shit, and then I'm also just like, oh great, they get to get a new fucking hand essentially. Our new hand isn't exactly, it's good in the sense of like you see like double nest ball like Stretcher, Sycamore, which is really crazy because like I'm going second. I was gonna say that Sycamore does not get played, which I think I maybe should have played. And here's the first step of like a questionable choice here. The nest ball here, it is gonna get a second Noibat down, when in reality it really should have been another Pecharunt, and I'll explain more once we get into the game, because this is one of the things where I noticed of just looking back at this game, like a short like mistake that I made. I was gonna say I passed just with that. I could have activated the research in my hand to dig more, but I'm valuing the booster capsule and the Night Stretcher a little bit more. Our opponent goes here for the Archaludon. They evolve, they attach an energy, and they Carmine. They do indeed Carmine here. They did. The crazy thing about this here is that this is just a small little misplay from my opponent, because obviously the move here is to retreat the Iron Bundle and then just burn its ability, because not only does it get the damage counters off the board, it also denies me a KO here. My opponent does try to use the effect of Iron Bundle, but Iron Bundle only works on the bench. He decides to attach per turn on the Archaludon and then just let it die, allowing me to get a prize. That was one of those where we were looking back at it while I was reviewing this footage, and I'm like, I don't think that was the correct play. I think if anything, it should have been Iron Bundle Hyper Blower. Here, after that, you know, we start our turn, we have a Night Stretcher, we get a Darkness Energy, attach it to the thing, and I'm looking at this hand, and I do believe we still have the research. I was gonna say, this is another thing, this is just another thing of like me, a questionable misplay again. I really should have just used this nest ball to get another Pecharunt. Like that Latias is just free, easy food for any Archaludon to go kill, and we do get Secret Box, we do get a bunch of other stuff, because right now I believe I was digging for the actual like Noibat from Terrestrial Festival, and I decided to ditch here for the supporters and the Ursaluna, which I agree with the Ursaluna. I don't know if I agree with getting rid of the supporters. Even though, like, maybe one supporter would have been fine, because we are going to get another one with Fox. Like, Fox gets us game. Another just small little thing, like, instead of Mochi there, it should have just been another booster capsule. Because I don't want to say this, because I feel like a lot of people maybe just don't know. If you're against a deck like this, if you're against a Poison, a Donk, a deck like this, kill the Brute Bonnet. Do not let them stay on the bench. Like, this deck falls apart if I cannot set back another Brute Bonnet, and that's one of the things that one of my opponents at locals did. One of my opponents, another game I recorded, we might put it on, and if so, I'll mention it there. But it's one of the things where I identified that my deck didn't do anything without the Brute Bonnet, and he went for the Brute Bonnet. But you know, we resolve Secret Box, we get these three. This is another questionable discard for the Ultra Ball. I think I ditched Iono plus Pokegear. Definitely not what you should do. Definitely, absolutely not what you should do. I was even surprised that I did that one. I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. I was looking back and I'm like, why the fuck did I discard fucking both? Like, not only my supporter, but my way to get a supporter. Like, I truly have no idea what was going through my mind here. But We do the strafe, we do the 90 damage, and then we deal an extra 80 with Petra Runt, who we need up to be active with Poison, Petra Runt, and the Perilous Jungle. We do a bit of damage here, and this is where my misplay of not getting the other Petra Runt comes in play here, because I just now missed out on 5 extra damage counters. Like if I would have not benched the second Noivern, or benched the Latias or whatever, I could have we could have gotten a KO. We missed out damage there, and granted, again, we are ahead of the game here. We are just magnitudes ahead of our opponent at the moment right now. I'm at 3. They have to their board state is not looking the best. Which I was gonna say, I was actually very nervous for this matchup because I know for a fact this deck runs multiple Professor Turo's scenario, pick him back up. We already have such a tough time killing Archaludon to the point where it's we deal 200 something and they pick it back up. It's whatever. And even if they don't pick it back up, if they set down the Relicanth, they just kill anything on our thing. Our opponent evolves, he attaches energy, he does this, he tries to get attacked. He basically is also just lacking boss. Boss has just been eluding our opponent, which is kind of good for me because if they would have just sat here and focused on the 2 prizers, the support 2 prizes on our bench, we kind of would have been hosed. They would have been easily able to clean up the prize trade and clean up there. But we are never punished, by the way, because we drew the Night Stretcher to get back the Petra Runt, so we were able to do a combo. But one thing is here again, if that Noibat was an actual Petra Runt, we would still have the clear setup, and that's one of the things I learned from just watching this game again. The fact that I really should have had double Noivern set, double Petra Runt set up the entire time, because my buddy here is at multiple points in the game attacking with the poisoned Archaludon, and it's doing 30 damage is great, but now imagine doing an extra 5. And that's something that you can only really learn after watching your own game, which is also why I'm doing this, to try to improve and get better as a player. And the people at my local were pretty chill, pretty cool about it. So also shout out to them. Leaf Green Gaming in Mason City, again, they're really cool shop. I try to be there every Sunday. If you're a fan and you're in the area, pull up. We'll take a picture. I'll give you an autograph. Not just me. But yes, our opponent is trying to set up here. They do evolve the Reveroon. They start drawing cards. They bench down a Relicanth and a Reveroon. Not a Reveroon, a Baroon. I apologize. They do Night Stretcher here, I believe, for the second Duraludon. Yeah, I was gonna say for the second Duraludon. Sorry about that. I was gonna say something really weird outside of my window. Who knows? They do. I was gonna say, I think they do debate on getting the Iron Bundle, and they Iron Bundle here. They Iron Bundle instead of just killing the Petra Runt, and that is truly what I believe lost them the game, because again, I did not have a second one set up. I did not. If they would have killed the Petra Runt, my hand had no way of getting it back. Granted, yes, we could have Sonic Burst, but then again, an Archaludon is 300 HP. It is very hard to take that motherfucker down. But since they were able to allow me to, essentially fix my own mistake of letting the Petra Runt deal the extra 50 damage during checkup, that's truly what I feel lost them the game. I feel at that moment, because if so, this Archaludon would have been healthier, and I don't think we could have killed it as easily as we're going to right now. I think I'm debating here if I want to just strafe or if I want to just leave it in the active, because I do believe right now if I left it in the active, it just dies. And it's another thing of it's my addiction with this deck. I love the fact that it kills during checkup. I like that it negates Fez. It's so good. It's so good in my mind. Again, we passed. I was gonna say we didn't really need to do anything. The Petra Runt would have killed it. We saved the Noivern. And yeah, it's one of those things where our opponent had a really tough time setting up. Not only setting up, but there's again very questionable choices like the Iron Bundle, both Iron Bundles actually. There's a play here where they think about like they Ultra Ball. I think it's right here. They Ultra Ball for Archaludon, and then they change their mind. Instead of getting the Archaludon, they they get the second Reveroom, because Reveroom is not like a once per turn thing, because in their hand, I believe they're going to research right now. Like they're going to, or I was gonna say they already had the Archaludon again, so getting the second one, it probably should have been another Duraludon, like a baby. In my opinion, that's what I think it is, because he, like I was gonna say, he researches your black belt plus boss, and it's one of those things where again, boss like could have done it here. Boss, could have killed a two-prizer. Killed a two-prizer. I could not kill this thing in one turn, and then boom, killed the Petrunt, and they had it there. Instead, they tried to, like, they were trying to, like, get another, granted, they did not have the energy to do so. They did not have the energy to do so, but again, passing the turn is also not a bad thing. Like, they could have easily passed, get the second Archaludon, or not even just the second Archaludon, just another Duraludon, evolve the one in the bench, like pass up energy, there are questionable decisions to be made here, but they're just like I believe I got too ahead of my opponent to climb back, and that's kind of what happened at the end here, because we Poke Gear for the boss, and it doesn't matter. Yeah, I was gonna say the boss KO anything on their bench. The Fez, we negated the Fez, not negated, we denied the Fez. That's pretty much like what it is. So appealing about this deck, and we're here like wrapping it up, we're talking about it. I'm trying to see if I can cancel it out with the thing. Get him with the thumbs up. It's great. I did have a lot of fun in this matchup. This matchup was pretty fun. Again, I was worried that I guess like I just mentioned, it seemed like my opponent just had a tough time setting up, and I was just kind of not getting punished for my mistakes. Like, I did not get punished for not benching the second Petrunt, and it's one of the things, like, I don't want to make it seem like I'm just being harsh, because he's my good buddy. He's my cameraman. He was the cameraman in a couple of my other skits and a couple other videos, so, he's my Pookie Bear. Love the guy, but it's one of those things where just to get better as a player, you look back at your own footage, and you're just like, why the f did I do that? Why didn't I do X, Y? And it's just a skill that I've recently, just today as I'm recording this, I saw a video about it by 6TCG. I'll leave that video in the description. I think he can sum it up better than I can, but trying to see games, trying not to tunnel vision, and try to see games not in the present, try to see games in the present moment, but also try to see games as if you are looking back at your own footage and being like, well, why would I make this play, thinking about it as a mini-map. It's a pretty hard skill to learn, and I'm trying my best. You're trying my best not to just keep running into the tunnel. What more can I say? If you guys did enjoy this video, again, let me know. I'm really asking for feedback here, because I'm just trying to give the people what they want. I did have a lot of fun doing this. I don't know about the other games, because gosh, I sped this one up and it was like 15 something. It was like 27, 15 minutes or something, and that is just a really fucking long time to just continuously talk about. It's not the same as recording just a regular gameplay video and all that stuff. So again, let me know if you like this, or let me know if you guys want to suffer through the bad audio until we get some mics. It's been your boy Yazzie TCG signing out.